All right, so this is just a subjective reaction, completely subjective, that I had after listening to a zillion violins played by Nathan Cole so beautifully. So this one was at the very end. George Yu, you are at the end of the alphabet. The violin was literally sitting like, there were all the violins lined up, and then there were two at the end, Utzans and George Yu, because you're at the end of the alphabet, on a table by themselves. And you would think that after listening to 34 violins, I would have just been asleep, but I just, the sound of this violin really spoke to me. And that's what these things are all about. Like it's about your own subjective idea. You hear something and you're like, oh wait, I want to hear more. And fortunately, Tom Metzler was allowing people to take home the instrument for a few days, and so I was able to just sort of play it. And it's a lovely violin. First of all, it looks beautiful. The craftsmanship is so nice. And here, I want to show you a picture. This is George Yu, and there's just this whole description. This is all, oops, I don't know if you can see this, but this is all online. So you can see this very thing online, and I have got a link to it in the article, okay? He makes his own fittings, and so this tailpiece and the pegs are made by him. But how does it sound? Okay, so I'm gonna play some stuff, you guys. I'm not very warmed up, but let's just start with some pretty lyrical stuff. Pretty, right? Okay, so here's some Bach. All right, and then I'm gonna leave out the virtuosic part of this just to hear the G string. And then nice, powerful G string. I'll do a little bit of the Bach preludio just so you can hear fast notes. No guarantees here, you guys. Okay, here we go. So I have to work a little bit to really get that, but I don't know, it's just a really beautiful sounding violin. I have spent all my money. I probably can't buy it. You could, but I would just recommend like listening to all of these violins and see, is there something that you react to, that you just go, I like the sound. I really like, I really like this sound. Here, I'm gonna like do this because the light is probably doing funny stuff. Here, I'll show you the back too. I'm gonna take off my shoulder vest and show you that. But you can react to a lot of things. The way it looks, the way it feels, the way it plays for you, the way it sounds. And there's just a lot of instruments out there by modern makers that are fantastic. So I hope that you can have the same experience where you hear something and then you can try to follow up on it. Thanks to Tom Metzler at Metzler Violin Shop for bringing all of these violin makers together. A lot of them were actually there at the event, and there were 35 violins and lots of violas and cellos. It's kind of an amazing confluence of high quality modern instruments. So check it out.